Hey everybody, it's me, Danielle Serena. Today is December. You hear me? December. Today is February. Wow. Today is February 4th, 2016. Today is the 35th day into the new year, this new year of miracles. And I have to show you all. Check this out. Here in good old Michigan. It has started to snow again, and I am beyond tickled. And not just tickled because it's snow, but tickled because it just feels like nature is just showing. And not even feels like. This shows that, this shows how things change, how the cycle of life alone, and not just looking at nature, looking at things that happen in our lives, things that prepare one thing for the next. So today is Ramble Thursday, and I just want to say thank you for all the love, for all the likes, for all the messages that I receive. And I encourage you all, if you are putting yourself out there, just do it, and do it from a joyful, loving place. I don't believe in doing things, one, that aren't simple, but at the same time that can be challenging. So I want to start today's ramble off with purpose. Finding your purpose, understanding what your purpose is. Because I can understand how some will say, well, Danielle, if you say we can do whatever it is we want to do, but then you say God is in control, how do those two things meet? And all I can say is God knows what's best. God knows what we really, really want. Sometimes we don't even know what we really, really want because we get so caught up in the day-to-day living. And I can say as a parent, sometimes you feel, sometimes you can lose yourself in making sure the children have all the things that you feel that they need. And again, I'm not telling anyone how to raise their child or how to do or what to do in their marriage or what works for you, because there's different things that work for different people, different families, and I get that. But one thing I do know as a parent that we cannot struggle with, but sometimes that we question is, how do I know what it is that I really want to know? Because I've been doing so much for everyone else for so long. And I get it and I understand it. And all I can say is, when you have time, or when you make time, it's not even the fact of having time, because we all, for one, have the same 24 hours, but you have some of us that feel like, man, if I just had more hours in the day, this would be great. And I'm like, we got the same 24 hours. There is success in different parts of the world. They have the same 24 hours. There's people that make things happen. There's people that are living and being successful within their purpose on the same 24 hours. And what is the difference? So I'm going to tell you all what the difference is. What I believe the difference is. The difference is these people have decided to go against the grain. Like, yes, I'm going to care for my kids. Yes, I'm going to do the things that I need, that needs to be done for them. But when it comes to a lesson, I feel that we should show our children that there's more to life than just always following exactly what society says there has to be. Now, I believe in education. I'm not saying that I'm against education, but I get to thinking about the different systems that are created, and these different systems that aren't allowing us to want to be our best, or not allowing us to express ourselves freely, and systems that want to keep you in a group, a special group. Now, I believe in like minds. There are people that are like-minded, people that you get around, but I don't believe that everything has to have a special name to it. There's a lot of things that I'm learning that there's names put to it, and oh, that's what it's called. Oh, that's what I am. Like when I look at entrepreneurial spirit, I'm like, oh, that's what I am when I read the definition to that. Someone that is into innovation, into change, into challenge, into seeing what works. Someone that's into researching, but someone that is intuitive, that understands the relationship with the creator. And it goes into all those things. And I'm like, okay, they didn't put a label to it. And I look at religion. You should just be one religion, and if you're this, then you do this, this, and this, and this. I have people ask me all the time, Danielle, you are a great Christian, or are you a Christian? Oh, you must be, or tell me you must be a Christian. No, I'm not labeled as anything spiritual because I say I have a connection with the Creator. I pull from each piece of different. I can pull something from the Buddhists. I can pull something from Islam. I can pull something from Christianity. I pull something from our roots. I can pull things from all over the world and understand that there's only one way. There's only one creator of this whole thing. Are there branches? Yes, there are branches that make other things work and that pull other people along to relate to other people's minds. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you have to be stuck in that one bubble or go to school only for this, and this. And then you get out and then you get a job and you help out with what's going on where you are. And it's like, no. We watched the Bee movie last night, and that was a perfect example. That's an example I can give. The Bee movie. That one bee in this movie, and I did not watch the whole movie, you all, yesterday. And my kids were really, really excited. Mom is going to watch a movie with us on a Wednesday, and that was something unusual. We really, I'm not into the television thing, but we watched that movie. And watching that Bee movie, they had all those bees, and everyone graduates, and they go straight into this thing that helps out the whole community, but they could only pick one job that they would have to have for the rest of their life. And I'm like, oh my gosh, could I imagine that? And I'm talking during the movie, and I know my son, which I explained to him really in low, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I was saying. You see, in life, you don't have to just pick one thing. And I tell the teenagers that, I tell the young men when they were in high school, the ones that I do their hair, now that are in college, living their lives because they're choosing college, but there's still other things that they are exploring. And I am loving it because you do not have to choose one thing. And back to the parent part, we have to express to our children that you don't have to just be stuck in one thing. There is a purpose for you. You are here for a reason, and you have to find that reason. Is it going to be, oh, I just wake up and I know? No. It took me 30, how old am I? It took me 33 years, because I believe it was before my birthday, my 34th birthday, last year, to realize and to give in and to surrender and say, God, I know what you have me here to do. And this is something that I've been doing all my life. All my life since I was little, talking to older people about what? How could a 10-year-old, honestly, be able to tell you so much about a relationship? When you think about 10-year-old, you think about age. Like, how is this person going to help me get my stuff together? But I have older people that would ask me questions, and I don't know how I knew the answers to it, but they all ended up working out. So I finally gave in and surrendered. And at the age of 33 at the time, I figured, and this is while I was smoking, and I, the day I gave up smoking, and I declared that I know what you want for my life. I believe I know what you want of me, and you want me to help put belief. You want me to help put belief and determination back into people. But if I have these crazy habits, and by all means, you all, I am not perfect, but at the same time, I understand that there are things that I had to go through to be able to be here to express what God has been expressing to me. And that is, anything you want to do and anything you want to be is possible. So story, I'm smoking, and I'm like, I know what you want me to do, but you're going to have to take this crazy habit away from me. You're going to have to take this away from me, because how am I going to teach people to break bondages? And I have bondage, and there's still issues that I deal with. But smoking was something that I was dealing with, that I love to smoke, love smoking. I'm not going to say I don't like smoking. It's just horrible. That was just bad smoke. That's smoking cigarettes. They're not meant to heal me or help me. They're meant to hurt me. So they're meant to hurt us. And I don't bash anyone for whatever it is that they do. That's just for me. That's what it took for me. And from that day, I just stopped. But I declared it, that if this is what you want, I am willing to just surrender. Like, through all the things that happen, So I'm encouraging you, even if you have to work long hours in the day, I don't want you to think that you can't still become that artist you want to become. Still can't make those cards you want to make. Still can't run a business from home. Right now, I'm speaking with a woman that that has 2 children like I do, and they're what they're over 10 years apart, or they're 10 years apart, and she was still able to run her own business from home and put herself out there and know that she has value. And actually, she was a teenage mom like myself, and continued to keep going. So it doesn't mean it's impossible, because when you look at these people's lives, other people's lives, and you may not see all the things that they had to go through to get to where they are, but when they let you get a little glimpse of what they went through, it's like, oh my gosh, I have the nerve to be complaining. You went through all that, and you are successful. So there's no right or there's no wrong way to go about it. All I can say is that finding your purpose does take some digging. It just doesn't appear, but I know that there's value in it, and you have to remember that you must value yourself, and you have to value your time. Time is one of the most precious things. I mean, time is precious because it could all be gone in a moment. And I'm enjoying this. Let me let y'all get a look at this trail. It's snowing. And here, y'all know I don't like being cold, right? But it warms me inside to be able to be here, to be able to share in the insight. Like I said in the post that I posted up earlier, I woke up this morning excited to be awake, but then I got into deep thought, like, man, so many people get caught up in the day-to-day thing because that's what it was meant to do, get you caught up for you not to find your purpose. Could you imagine a world of just purpose-driven people? Everyone has a job to do. Everyone. I'm saying, take away the ego and the thinking you know more than the next, and just accepting that someone else is better than I am at doing this, and that's what makes the world go round. You know how to do this, I know how to do that. And I even have people that we barter. We even barter. Time is time. Your time precious like my time is precious. You can do this to